EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Carry here for Todd Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 29, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Gurley.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Field. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. 22 yards there, a first down.
6-yard line.
Here's Ryan to throw. Intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. This is the Oklahoma State alone, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
And he's going to go down again. Reynolds. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Seahawks 0. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
23 yards.
23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on the play. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Seahawks 0.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise...
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Jason Myers.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
First down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second and inches at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's Carson, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it, but here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
The extra point.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Falcons 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no calls for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Seahawks first down.
They run it with Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Seahawks 21. Falcons 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not running a draw, running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And it's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
And 10.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Quandre Diggs. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaud. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
First down, Seattle.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. On first down, Wilson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
A loss of 8 yards.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and get your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
7.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. To try again after the sack. Ryan. And now here's another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now, 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They throw right away, and it's complete out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Here's Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Ryan, he'll rifle this one deep right side. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Play action. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Ryan will throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35, 20, 10, 5. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson taking it in. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Makes the score Seahawks.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
2nd and 6. At the 40.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Left side completion to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Bobby Wagner. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and
on 3rd down. Ryan got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Forced out to his left. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Seahawks.
Wilson wants to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the remaining moments in this one. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw again is Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing again. Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
That's another Falcons first down. First down and goal to go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
On the Seahawks' 18-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. One last shot for Ryan. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but now it's third and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores